play a fucking game. Alright, last time on Dungeons and Dragons.
You didn't say the thing.
words.
Hello, Met Travelers! Welcome
There
to
we
the
go.
Dungeons and
Thank
Dragons. I'm sorry
Now
I
we
didn't
did
say
it.
the fucking cursed words that let us know we're entered into a new time zone.
Oh, but by the way, did I mention that's happening? Time's going back. We'll have 2 1 a.m.s. I'm gonna try to keep track of that. Don't.
It's
Like,
gonna be rough.
Yeah. Anyway.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, you guys had already gotten smart stones and kind of just dicked around in a library for like 2 hours.
Sounds
And
about
learned
right.
learned that the bright words are back on Tenem, and Merritt still doesn't know anything about his dad. And now you are going to find the Sekoh branch of the Horned Hail, and you've moved on to the next city over called Crayola.
I like how that wasn't your intention, but that's just what it is now.
It sure wasn't. I did fuck up,
You did, is the thing.
and I'm owning it. It's Crayola the fucking crayon. It's just how it is now.
What was it supposed to be? I've forgotten.
Crayola.
Okay,
You'll see how it's spelled. It's not Crayola the crayon.
sure.
I'm just an idiot.
Man,
Sure.
we don't need to start this fight, but the way you say crayon is
Yeah, I
weird.
know.
Anyway,
That's great. Crayon?
Crayon.
Crayon?
Crayon?
There's
Crayon?
Crayola crayons. Anyway,
Crayons?
as I said, we don't need to start this. Let's go.
I mean, no, I'm confused because he's not saying it weird to me.
It's
It's not crayon, it's like
really-
crayon? Like,
yeah. Sometimes it's
Crayon? Crayon?
A crayon?
it's like
Sounds
you
like it's
drop
not
the
fucking
O,
normal to
it's
me.
weird.
Crayon?
That's
Crane?
better. Crane?
okay. Anyway, it just there's some sort of subtlety that did not sound quite right, and it was good. Anyway,
Tell us
Sound
about the
normal to me.
city.
I'm not done with a recap.
Fine.
There's a little bit left. You're almost there. So, after deciding that you needed to go to the Hornhail branch here, you all got on a cable car and zipped your fucking way to the next city over. Noah was in the dog car and spoke to some dogs. Merritt wrote some smut in front of an old lady and children.
God, Merritt is such a bad person.
It's not great.
Merit no shame, Brightwood.
Reverence did allow this to happen, so she's
Yeah.
somewhat to blame.
Team Virtue at their finest.
Team Virtue.
Virtue quotation marks, which is my favorite part of it. It is absolutely quotation marks because they are the worst.
Everyone
Anyway.
roll a Constitution.
Oh,
Constitution.
fuck.
Sweet.
I forgot to open Reverence's sheet.
I already
Save and
had it
throw
open
or
and I
check?
forgot.
Not that it
Check.
matters for me. Okay.
Check. Okay. Check.
Check,
Oh,
please.
Normal. Hold on. Check, please. Oh, my boy. That was a 3 I rolled.
Oh, yeah? Was it a 3? Reverence fucking barfs.
Oh.
Yeah, she sure is gonna, huh?
Oh. She just has a reputation.
She's
I
got
can't-
hooves.
Evans has a weak stomach. Yeah, you're on the cable cars for a good couple of hours. It's a long distance no matter how fast you're going, and Pen, Nor, you're fine. Noah alone with the dogs. You do not feel well. And about an hour from the destination, you feel very nauseous and just kind of open the window a little and puke out of it.
Oh.
I'm very scared for what's gonna happen to Reverence.
I'm very
Oh,
scared what's gonna
gosh.
happen to my boy.
I got a nat one!
I know!
Um,
It's gonna keep getting worse, this is the thing.
Merritt,
Mm.
reading the book, quickly realize is a bad idea. You're very car sick. You try and like close your eyes, put the book down, and just relax for a little, but it doesn't go away. And eventually, you have to get up very quickly and go to the restroom. There is restrooms on this cable car,
Hey.
and you make it, and you barf in a toilet. Reverence,
Mhm.
No.
Who do I barf on?
Reverence. You see Merritt get up and go, and after you've been feeling ill for quite some time, and you've been just like quiet about it, because
Know that I can
at this point, it's kind of just a standard, you think?
Mm-hmm.
And,
Traveling's not Reverence's thing.
traveling is not agree with reverence, and reverence does not agree with traveling. You watch Merritt go, and the last thing you think is, oh shit, I needed the bathroom. And then you just kind of turn into your bag and just let it rip in there.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
So,
Oh.
gonna look at your inventory real fast,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see what's not recoverable.
Oh, no.
I understand.
Good thing I don't have anything particularly fucking exciting.
I don't know about that.
I do have some pretty exciting things. Meet my alligator! What? What? I'm sorry, I have new spell books that I didn't notice until just now.
say goodbye to them.
Please don't get rid of my new ones.
I would recommend no one, like, suggest things.
I mean, that's all I can remember offhand in her inventory. That would be in the bag.
Let's
Hey,
do this.
so my blood sugar's going
Yeah?
low, so I want to take care of that just real quickie.
Go do that.
Yeah,
Don't
so-
die.
Go munch.
Please.
Munch!
Munch.
Claude.
All right, here we go.
Please. Destroy my dreams and happiness.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
1d15.
3 of your books are not gonna work anymore. I'll let you choose them.
Okay.
Just-
Which
just
one
going
did I
bring
give
up
to
bad
Merritt?
memories.
I believe it was.
Werewolf Billionaire.
Yeah.
That's what it came out
Okay.
to be. Because we actually discussed the books, and that's when that happened. So, I like to
Okay.
imagine that he handed it off to someone, if not reverence, just someone to hold, and then went on.
I mean, if he handed it to Reverence, she would have fucking dropped it on the floor to barf in her bag. Let's kill the bear wants babies.
Murderous.
Finally,
Die.
it's gone.
We can 21 Gay Street can go.
Let me just delete this handout. Goodbye.
Bye.
21 Gay
And-
Street, come here.
Be gone, thought.
I'm so upset that I'm never going to be able to see that book's cover.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't want to get rid of any of my new ones, so I guess a wee bit lower, Lassie.
Oh, no.
Rest in peace.
Well, because the other options are the devil is gay and Satan was a lesbian, and I gotta have both
Those
of
are
those.
classics.
Plus the fucking new one.
And it's gone.
What do you hate?
We were all pumped. We all got pumped.
I showed it
up
to
with
everyone.
It's
Oh, good. Nice.
rather good.
Like, I had,
And
Good
I
game.
delete something from your inventory.
like, I can't get rid of. I've got a new one called "Let Me Come In," and there's just a dude with pigs on the cover.
I can show you guys that one.
Please
It's really
do.
good.
Please.
Please show them because
Oh, no.
that and also meet my alligator that I screamed about. Very good.
My favorite thing is I haven't actually closed the pop-ups, so I just
Yeah,
have
no,
them
they're
here
still right
to be
here,
saved.
all on the
Oh
recording.
my god.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Wait, has Chance returned yet to see these? Oh my god! He's gonna just be bombarded with Roman's novel covers! Oh no! What the fuck? Okay, I'll close these now. Bye.
Anyway, Reverend's Barb is probably one, really upset about her novels, two, really embarrassed and runs away, probably crying a little bit.
I will say you can't go more than like one car.
No, I mean she like fucking goes and waits outside the bathroom for Merritt to come out so she can
Yeah.
fucking go in there and be upset.
I mean, where it does, and then it's like, what? You? Oh, okay.
Goodbye, I guess.
She's crying a little bit.
Or at least, honestly, conservative just sort of lets her pass, and then I assume the door closes by that point. And it's like, okay. Oh,
And just for clarification, did you say another thing was deleted from your inventory, or was it just the books?
Yes, I deleted something else from
Okay.
Reverence's inventory.
Just wanted to make sure
'cause
that
I'm
was
totally
heard.
gonna fucking notice what it is.
I know you won't. That's why I didn't say what it was.
I see my list is shorter now. The scarf is fine. Ragnar's tooth is fine. My sack is fine. Oh no, my scroll's dead.
scroll?
Yeah, that scroll I couldn't read, it's in hell now.
I went to hell. It
It
just
went to
instantly
hell.
disintegrated
Oh.
when Barf touched it.
I mean, one would hope that'd be easier to deal with. But yeah, and it just returns to, oh man, Chance is back. He's
No.
gonna see.
I also realized
Shit.
that my fucking inventory list is missing a ton of shit. Sorry, Delta.
I mean, most of your stuff. I have all your
Okay.
stuff from Zendello, so like.
So, Chance,
Welcome back,
Pre-
Yeah,
Chance.
it's just like
Pretext.
random shit that she carries around all the time.
Reverence has lost books, and we've
Reverence barfed on her books.
mourned them. We're mourning them. Those are not the ones that all left,
Uh-huh.
but so we just sort of all the pop-ups popped up.
Oh, okay. No, this keeps going. Okay.
There's just 3 of them.
Those are Reverence's books.
Oh, no, not a wee bit lower, Lassie.
A little bit lower Lassie is dead.
It's dead. Oh, that's a real shame.
It is. But I had to sacrifice something.
Oh.
Because I really wanted to keep me my alligator and let me come in. And Bad, Bad, and Dangerous and Plaid.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of good ones, is the thing.
They're very, very good. And Reverence will buy more, so it'll be okay. Maybe she'll find another copy of A Wee Bit Lower Lassie somewhere. Maybe if I get a nat 20 one day.
Someday.
Someday it will return to you. But yeah,
If you love something, let it go.
I guess.
If you barf on it, it never comes back.
She doesn't have this anymore. Just get rid of that.
Anyway,
you know, Merit
Has anybody
returns.
asked Rizlon if he knows prestidigitation yet? Because we need someone who knows that so bad.
I
Like,
don't
it's
believe
so
you have
messy.
asked him.
I mean,
Reverence doesn't fucking know what prestidigitation is.
But also, I will tell you he does not have it.
Dang. We
Just
need better
nip that in the
friends.
Fuck off, Rizwan.
The only person I know of that had it was Trixie, so I'm good. Thanks.
yeah, that's true. Oh,
I bet Stella has it. Stella seems like
Probably.
someone
Yeah.
who needs it.
It's possible.
Katya doesn't even have it. Whoops. I've made terrible characters. Anyway.
Okay, barf excursion complete.
Mm-hmm.
Half the party doesn't feel good. I just
Yeah,
imagine
I mean-
Noah after that just sort of lays down and all the dogs descend. Cuddles.
Merritt recovers. Reverence is crying in the bathroom. It's great.
Pen and
Just your-
Nora just chilling.
Your normal trip.
I mean, Pin took a very long trip to get to Marnshaw, and then Nora just travels. He's home, so
Yeah.
not unreasonable.
Reverence fucking walks everywhere.
On her dang hooves.
On her damn hooves.
Those are her hooves, you bitch. Alright.
Just one ship. That's all he's ever done. Anyway. Well, 2 ships now. Anyway.
Yeah. Shortly after your terrible times, you arrive fairly quickly and enter the city without much problem. Let's get you on the map.
I just want you all to know that Reverence goes into the bathroom and she doesn't come back out.
Oh.
And she doesn't let anybody else in.
Oh no.
You have to shit, old lady? That's too bad.
Fucking bathroom in here with my bag full of barf.
My shame
God.
bag.
Look,
She
look,
sits
please.
in there.
Oh,
Look in the corner.
Crayola crayons, very good. Fuck.
No, the bottom right.
Yeah, fuck.
Fuck!
When
Oh no.
she
I'm
feels the
intrigued.
cart stop, she comes out. And she looks not good. Her eyes are all red, her fucking hood is down, her hair's messy. She's holding her bag with like one hand kind of away from her.
Oh no.
poor Reverence.
Yeah.
She doesn't look good, y'all.
So
So,
just gently pats her shoulder as they go forth.
yeah. One thing before we start about this city. As you all exit the station in various states of okayness, you look about and you realize that this main central sideways street is the cable car all the way through the city. It doesn't like it has stations on both sides. However, it's not like the other one where it's just starts on the end. It continues through the middle of the city. And you can all see from where you are there's another massive tree in the middle of this dome, and it is elevated so that the cable car goes underneath it.
That's cool as hell.
And I just think about, like, if Bear had to go through the city, if he could still hear the tree singing. That'd be so good. Anyway. But no, he doesn't want to go back on that thing. No.
Not
Nope.
yet.
Lorenz is too busy
Good out-
being miserable to notice it's cool. Merritt's good out here. Reverence is bad out here.
Oh boy. Yeah, man, it's like, oh, okay. We're not taking one of those for a while. Where did Noah make it back?
Yeah, you see Noah stumble out of the animal carriage.
Using
And,
Lilith as a guide.
There's some people who have lined up to collect their dogs, and Noah comes out first with his giant owl bear, and he's just like, please give me some space.
He sends Lilith out first to scare the locals.
It does.
She just comes out like, will anyone pet me? No? Okay, goodbye. And just walk.
He
Does anyone
just
have
he just keeps his arms on her back, just pushing her out, clearing the way.
Everybody clear a path. I have a very terrible and vicious beast
Lilith, meanwhile,
to
"Do you have,
transport.
some fish? Can I have a cracker? Some cheese, maybe?"
The actual best character of our party.
The voice you just did for
That was great.
May I have some cheese, please?
There's tears coming out of my eyes. What is this voice share?
But Barrett tries to wave him over, even though he's one of the shorter ones in the party.
He sees this and he makes his way over to the party.
Awesome trip. Alright, everyone's here. Pin, yes, you're there.
You don't know that.
Is Pen there?
Okay.
Yeah, Pen's there.
That's me just
Please never
assuming
scare me like that again.
Please! I'm just
I mean,
going off
sometimes
the
Pen does,
assumption of
like, go.
Yeah, but I assume at least at this time and present, it's a basic head count. Yes, everyone is here. We're safe. Buddy system. Where are we
Reverend
going?
refuses to touch anybody.
Noah's just fucking at this point. If they're all out of the car and everything, like she's laid out on top of Lilith.
He's done.
He's done.
It's an early day. Time to. But yeah, we were still gonna make it over to the Horntail here. Yes.
Yeah, Rizlon is, of course, with you and sort of pulls you all aside to have all of this, like, conversation so you're not in the way of the station and also kind of on your own a little bit.
Yeah.
As alone as you can be in the busy streets. And you ask this and he nods quickly and says, "Well, yes, but, it may take a bit to get there. I would suggest we find lodging for the evening and head out in the morning." This has been like a 6-hour trip, also.
Oof.
Reverend
Yeah.
just says, please.
That's fair.
Noah gives a thumbs
Okay.
up with his face buried in Lilith fluff.
Just sort of looks to the ground, just looking very tired as is expected. It's like, yeah, that's fine. Sure. You're the one who can read the signs and language to guide us, friend. Please, thank you.
Yeah, Rizlon takes you all and easily finds a hotel. Especially around the stations, there's plenty, because it's like, yes, this is the tourist part. And,
tourism.
you find a decently priced one and get a couple of rooms as usual. And, take a moment, relax. I imagine some of you might want to shower.
Reverend immediately inquires after and goes to the bathroom.
Yeah. I mean, there is bathrooms in your rooms.
There is?
Yes.
Amazing. She goes to that. Locks the door, is there for a while. Oh.
Goodness. Yeah. We rest.
Takes her sweet fucking time, cleans her bag, mourns her books,
Yeah.
cleans all her other shit off. It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
We recover.
Yeah, so the rest of you who are just sort of, relaxing, taking a moment to not be moving. Rizon gathers you all up in the whichever. I always imagine for some reason you always get 3 rooms, but I mean you can get however many you want realistically. You can each all have a room yourselves if you want that.
I always imagine 3 rooms too. So
Yeah.
3's just a good number.
Reverence is always like, I'm sharing with Rizlan. Yay. Gonna sleep on the fucking floor again, like a weirdo.
He sure fucking is. He gathered you all to whichever room he is staying in, which is, I suppose, the Reverend's one. Reverend's is just in the shower crying, maybe.
Yeah, you got it in one.
But he pulls you all in and lays out this map again, another one for you. This one, if you do notice, has blood on it.
Yeah.
Cute.
I
Yeah.
love all these people he definitely murdered. Is it the same handwriting as on the last map?
Yes.
Cool.
It is more. I guess on the last one it's more like rushed and not really cared, and this one is clearly just like frustration. The one words on here.
Beep.
And he sort of lays it out and then like pauses for a moment and then sort of waves a hand over and says, Ignore all that. What we have to do to get to the Horntail isn't within the city.
Of course it isn't. Right, okay. So, where must we go then?
There is a tunnel to the south, and he gestures to this half of the city, and says, "It's really the only way in, unless you are capable of crossing the desert, which is we are not. You all are not."
That's fair.
So it is a tunnel. I know where it is. It is imperative that we are not followed to the tunnel, so we will take the certain measures, but
Okay. Is there something wrong with guilds here that you have to hide going on the Horntail?
in some ways, yes. Guilds not necessarily themselves, but more what we do here.
Yeah?
It's better to be explained in safer areas. We will say more once we get there.
Alright then.
Good thing Reverence isn't in here. Reverence voice, kill people for money? Is that the issue?
Rezlon says, it's, again, I know where the tunnel is, and once we get there, it will be a smooth sailing. It's about half an hour, roughly, walking through the tunnel. It is underground. And then we will arrive to the hall. It is, again, beneath the sands of the desert, so it is... If you are a bit claustrophobic, prepare now.
Great.
Is that
Everyone,
serious?
fuck!
Reverence is having a good time in this place. And here I was telling people, yeah, she's happier here. She's off of tandem. She's feeling good. Wrong.
What gets funnier to me is that Reverence was the one that was like, "No, Mary, I am absolutely coming. This will be fine. You're my friend." Oh.
It's not the first creepy
not
tunnel we've
funny.
been in.
This is true.
I mean,
And
it's
it
the
won't be the
third.
last.
Ones either.
And it won't be the last. Dungeons. Anyway. Yeah, so... Mary, like, looks like he's honestly preparing, because it's like, oh, right. Of course. Tunnels. Oh, wonderful.
And,
Alright.
other than that, when we get there, let me be the first one to speak with Agora. He is temperamental, and I don't believe he knows we're coming.
We may have gotten here faster than any message, yes.
Perhaps, but also he doesn't read mail. And Ursula kind of looks forlorn.
Well,
He just doesn't read his fucking mail.
He's a frustrating man. He's a good one at his heart, but he takes a bit to warm up to.
this will be fun to experience. Alright, that's fine. Probably. You've been more so in the lead anyway, considering, so just sort of let you step in.
I don't believe he'll be hostile necessary if any of you do take the lead. I mean, I am with you, but it's just easier.
Familiar faces and all that.
Yes. This, though we are of the same guild, this branch is. It's not like home, shall I say.
Well, for starters, you're paranoid enough to be out of the city, so this I can understand. Have to adapt differently.
Oh, there are other reasons for the placement of the guild, along with secrecy, but yes.
Cool.
Cool.
Yep.
Firm.
Well, if that's all, and Rizlan kind of claps his hands together and looks all at you. To relax for the evening, I suppose. You can leave, do whatever you wish.
There's a voice trying not to die, you adult babies.
Please don't die. On foreign soil.
Yeah, that would suck.
Please do not go where I cannot come save you.
Yeah, so we disperse.
Yeah.
Mara then showers. Only for a quick bit, and then just lays down and rests. But
Mhm.
yeah, just that's it. As he leaves, he goes, be sure to tell Reverence about the tunnels. I don't think she handles them super well either.
Oh yes, once she decides she's ready to come out. And he kind of glances at the door.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll
and so
keep her updated.
Mare nods and, onwards.
Mm.
Fucking shady. Once she decides to come out. Okay.
As if we don't hear you faintly sobbing in the distance.
Don't call her
Mourning
out.
your smut.
No, Moshe's just mourning the fact that she fucking threw up into her bag in front of a bunch of people, including her boyfriend. Like, she's done it into a designated bucket in front of her friends and boyfriend, but this was just her fucking bag. It wasn't designated for this.
Designated barf bag.
It's
No.
not where that belongs.
That's where she keeps her stuff.
Barf is stuff.
And it came from her, so it's her stuff.
I hate you.
Rough.
She does emerge eventually, clean, still kind of puffy in the face.
Rizlan tells her everything that he told everyone else. Shows her the map.
She does make the kill people for money comment.
He ignores it.
Uh-huh. Good
So
times.
yeah. Welcome to New City. Your city now.
Why should you know?
I really
No,
want
it is
waffles
not.
now.
We don't have a flag. We don't have anything. We don't
We have
even have our
nothing.
wits.
No.
We have an owlbear, but she's generally too friendly.
Yeah, she's too good.
She's too good.
Too good.
Too good for this world. Come on, Bartleby, don't just stick your head in.
Bartles,
Weirdo.
come here.
Huh?
Bartleby
My cat's
is
being weird.
yeah. Please, cat. Yeah. So we just rest
Yeah.
and proceed by morning or some such. Oh, music.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Penn has gotten a little bit obsessed with the snake game on their ice stone.
Yeah.
That's a mood.
So they do that till they fall asleep.
Understandable. Big mood.
I can imagine Penn fucking perfecting the snake game.
Yeah.
They're gonna master this game. Just you wait.
I believe it.
So yeah. You all take a sleep. Take a snake.
They're snake babes.
Take a fucking snake, babes.
Take a fucking snake, babe. And then next morning, you all gather your things again and head towards the south part of the city. Um, one thing you did notice again, as you know, when you looked through the map last night, is symmetrical. The outside parts of the city, and as you walk down the streets, there is this weird sort of organization to everywhere you go. There doesn't seem to really be like the last city where it's like crowds of people in streets and like markets just kind of anywhere they can set up. It's here it's very everything is clean. First of all, there's no like trash anywhere, and whatever is there is very little, and you can tell is recent. And there's again amounts of running water throughout the city and like public wells, but everything is very orderly as you walk through the streets, and people, there's still a lot, like there's still crowds of people, but even then it feels like almost 2 lanes of traffic, kind of orderly, you know.
All right. We still buddy system.
Yeah.
But
We all hold hands.
yeah. Either in one long single line or, you know, a set of 3 in both lines.
Rizlan leads you through the streets easily. It doesn't take you. It feels like it doesn't take you as long to travel through this place as it did through the other, but again, there's a lot less like waiting for people to move in crowds and like, hey, can you get out of the way? I've got a huge cart here, and just like everyone knows where they're going and how to get there. So you move faster, and it's around afternoonish when you get to around the south wall of the city, and you notice that these buildings around here are significantly more deteriorated. Like, they're not in disarray or anything, but they're definitely older, and like there's more empty ones. People are still living here, but there's a lack of the crowd.
This is fine. We're in the quote-unquote sleazy side of the city. No.
Kind of. As far as you can tell.
I mean,
Um.
Merritt notices the difference, but does not have that sense of, oh, this is
Yeah.
the darker side of the city, kind of. No, he's
Just
just
kinda
like,
like-
oh, it's older.
It's older
This
here.
is crumbling a little bit. I see. Okay.
That wall has a crack in it.
Those weren't there before. Anyway.
Yeah. So, Rizlan leads you down the streets, and eventually comes to this door in the side of a large building, and it's not the front door at all. It's sort of like an alley door, like almost in the back of restaurants where they get like deliveries kind of alley door.
Hmm.
Not that like your characters would know that, like for you guys.
Yeah.
And it's made of a heavy wood that's a lot more maintained than the other things around here, and it kind of like sticks out a little bit because of that, even though it's in this dark corner where it's off the road a little. And Rizlan walks up to it and knocks in a pattern. And after a few moments, you hear a lock open on the other side, and he enters.
Can we proceed safely
Can I memorize the
before it
pattern?
closes?
Do an intelligence check.
Intelligence?
I guess, yeah.
I mean, you cut out very briefly, so
Yeah.
I couldn't hear.
Yes, intelligence is what I said, but I was
Okay.
unsure. Yeah, it's not a difficult knock at all. Like, it's not like your basic like. It's like it goes on a little bit, but you think you get the gist of it.
Sweet.
And yeah, you can enter behind Rizlan. The door doesn't like slam shut and wait for you all to knock on it.
Yeah, I didn't want us all to one at a time have to solve this door puzzle.
No. Yeah, Rizlan enters and holds the door open for you all, and you all enter through into this building, and it is. You enter and it's abandoned. There's no one else in here, in fact, and everything has a like layer of dust on it.
But we heard the lock.
Yeah.
Can I subtly look at the lock when the door closes? Just briefly before we proceed.
With your normal eyes?
With my magic eyes.
With your normal human eye.
With your normal elf fae eyes?
With the Eldritch Sight eyes.
Yeah, I was asking, but I assumed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is magic to the door.
Neat. Okay. Cool. We proceed.
Yeah, Rizlan closed the door and you hear it lock almost automatically without him even touching the lock. And then he turns back to the room, and it is very dim in here. There's no lights, there's no electricity at all that you can see, and it's kind of just quiet in here. The sounds from the streets are a lot more muffled, and there's very thin, like strips of light coming through old windows. And Rizlan just kind of silently walks through the house. It is a house. It's small, but it's clearly like there's a living space, and then there's some like bedrooms and things. And he leads through it.
Does it all have dust on it?
Yeah,
Still?
everything in here is like it hasn't been touched in at least a year or more.
Hmm. Okay.
And you are leaving footprints in the dust.
Oh. Quick, someone cast pass that. No, we don't need it. Probably. Anyway.
Speaking of, I'm assuming we were like all making sure we weren't being followed, since he was like, we can't be followed.
Yeah, I mean, we can preemptively roll perception checks, I guess.
roll a perception check now, and it's not for when you're being followed. It's for something that's happening now.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
All of you.
Cool, I
Okay.
love it.
Yeah. We're all still just slightly off.
Okay, Rose isn't
yeah.
having a good time.
Merritt is just like,
Merritt's
Merritt,
eyes are gonna
eat
fall
low.
out.
No!
All right.
Merritt
Chance is still
thinking-
riding that high.
Yep.
What the fuck is the point of passive perception?
It's for passive things.
I
Might
hate
get a little more
It comes into
subtle.
play a lot. I've used it several times.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yes.
Mhm.
You don't notice because it's passive.
Maybe
Yeah.
so.
Anyway.
Maybe
Noah, you vote very high, my boy.
He's the only one that got double digits.
Yeah. As you all sort of follow Rizlan around, you notice first of all, he seems to go in a pattern. It's not like a straight, let's move through the house. He almost seems to be like checking all the rooms and then he will go back to some of them. And at first you think maybe he's just like checking for if someone's in the house, and then he like goes in the kitchen for a third time and you're like, okay, Rizlan. And you also notice as you are walking around that your footprints are disappearing again.
Oh, sick.
Cute.
Cute? I mean, okay, anyway.
Everything's cute recently, okay? It's just even bad things. Oh, cute.
Well, I mean, that's sarcasm, but I digress.
But yeah, the rest of you, you follow behind Rizlan as well, and after about 10 minutes of this, I think you're all starting to get like, hey, something is going on, but also, what the fuck? And eventually he leads you back to a room that you actually haven't been in yet. It's you enter one of the bedrooms and it's like a closet that's in the back, and it has like a board nailed onto it, and he just kind of lifts the board up. It's not actually, it's like falsely nailed onto the wall, as you see, and just kind of sets it aside and opens the door, and the closet door opens to a long hallway of stairs leading down, lit by torches in the walls. And he just kind of turns to you and gestures, says, after you.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't
Sure.
believe Rizlan waited till now to murder us. He's had so many opportunities.
Welcome to my murder hole. You remember all those X's on the map.
That's why I'm gonna fucking hide your body parts.
He's had so many opportunities, but he had to wait for the right opportunity.
It's gotta be a dramatic bitch to be the time to kill you.
Sounds about right.
Pen goes in.
There it goes.
Noah will go last because he's biggest. Probably gonna be
Everyone
slow.
frowns a lot and goes in the hole.
Nor just goes.
How's Nora feeling?
It's the am I getting murdered? Feeling is back again.
It's like when y'all were driving down to my apartment, and it's that
Yeah.
windy road.
Hmm.
Fun fact, y'all didn't see that stop sign there when you go down the hill. I noticed it has like a gunshot in it.
Cool.
I don't know. That was there a year ago. I don't know. And I don't want to know. But it sure is there. I remembered that today. Anyway.
Great.
Cool.
Great.
There's a lot of hunters down this way, at least. Anyway. Down to the murder hole.
I'm not that
Cool.
bothered. I lived in Atlanta where I heard literal gunshots every night.
I heard a bunch of gunshots today, so like thinking about it.
You guys
Alright.
good?
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
Atlanta, fucking
The South.
Atlanta, mildly to severely more concerning, but
Mm.
I
Yeah,
live in
those
the
definitely
backwoods
weren't
of Tennessee.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All that good hunting out in Atlanta.
Murder. I mean, if you really think about it, it could be considered hunting.
Hunting two-legged.
They're not.
Hmm.
They're not fucking Dog the Bounty
Looks
Hunter
dangerous.
hunting. You're going in the backyard and shooting.
You don't know, bitch.
I do know. It was like on my street. Anyway, I guess I could not remember Rizlan's name for half a second. That's rough because I'm literally looking at it.
Out here.
Rizlan enters before Noah, who just kind of stands there awkwardly. And Lilith will not fit through this hallway.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Would you like some help with that?
Hmm. Most of this time he's looking at Lilith wondering what the fuck to do. He asked Rizlan how long this is all probably gonna take.
Well, it depends on Merritt, but a couple of hours, like maybe.
Okay.
There's a spell that fixes this.
There is a spell that fixes this.
So,
I mean, there's probably several spells that can fix this.
Reverence doesn't have it, but it sounds like Penn might have it.
Penn might have it and have it prepared.
Specifically for this reason.
For this reason specifically.
Pen just might have the magic you need.
he goes back to Penn and says, if there's anything you could do to help, I'll take it.
Penn
So
goes
you
up-
call into the funnel for Pen, and Pen
goes all
just
the way
like
at the front.
ducks in between everyone's legs and runs back up the stairs.
I mean, Penn absolutely can and probably would as well.
Yes,
So.
they definitely do that.
I love them.
And
Penn's the light of my life.
Birthday for
Penn
us all.
is going to like pet Lilith and then cast
This'll be
polymorph
fine.
and turn her
Yes.
into an owl. A normal owl.
Oh, she's gonna be so confused.
She's gonna have wings for the first time in her life.
Where are my 4 legs?
What did you do to my
She's
leg?
going to have wings that work for the first time in life.
Yeah, you
I'm so excited.
turn Lilith into an owl, and she shrinks, and just kind of. She sits there on the floor for a little bit, and you can tell she's thinking, and
She's processing.
like, she's not sitting like an owl. She's sitting like a bear. So like her little claws are on the ground, but also her wings are like on the floor.
This is good.
Crying.
And she's just kind
They
of
took
like
my legs. They took my legs. No.
oh, and they took my legs.
Can Mary understand her now?
Oh my
That's
god.
a really good
Oh my
question.
God.
Yeah,
Holy
polymorph,
shit,
you
holy
actually
shit,
take on
holy
all the
shit.
stats of the animal, I think. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would take on its. Oh no, you would take on its language.
Probably, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. It
The
doesn't
target's
generally
game
work
statistics,
for
including
things
mental
that-
ability scores, are replaced.
Yeah, I know mental. Like you're still mentally the same, but I also know like if you polymorph as a human, you can't speak common.
Yeah.
Mm.
And, like, usually this isn't a problem because animal noises, but Merritt translates those. It's just not specifically Lilith.
Hold on, I've got to take a polymorph and make a decision.
It's just very important because if she starts
Please?
screaming.
If Merritt
Please
can
make
understand
decision,
Penn, it only makes sense that he can understand Lilith now.
I mean, yeah. To some degree, maybe.
Delta, give us this.
Please.
Yeah, I'll say Lilith speaks owl now.
God.
Oh shit.
Just owl. No accent of bear. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, Lilith kind of just stands there on the floor looking very confused and like head slowly swiveling to like look at herself. because owl eyes don't move. And then kind of looks at you, Noah,
And you're so
and then
much
just,
taller.
looks back down and looks at you, looks at the ground again, and then just kind of like chirps really sadly.
Oh, no! I've made a mistake.
They took my head.
He passed her on the head. It's okay.
Okay, but what did the chirp translate to? Merit.
Merritt's
I mean,
not
Merritt's
within
in the
hearing
tunnel.
distance.
Yeah.
You're right.
I had to preemptively ask if she starts chirping.
I forgot
Yeah.
about the tunnel.
You kind of bend down to pet Owl Lilith, and she kind of like very uncomfortably walks up to you on all fours.
Oh,
And just kind of like tries to stand on 2 feet and is like doesn't know what to do with the wings, so is just kind of holding them out.
Sort of like she's trying to be like, fear me, but it's actually she's just so confused.
He picks her up.
Yeah.
A wonderful thing that's happened today. Thank you, Pen.
This is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
The whole campaign has been leading up to this moment specifically.
Thank you, Delta,
No
for
problem.
this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Owl Lilith sits on your shoulder and kind of looks very confused and off balance.
Lily.
Oh.
I'm so happy.
Owlith.
Ow. There we go.
Helen.
Question.
Hit me.
Could one of his pockets, like, jacket pockets fit Lilith?
I mean,
What kind
Also
of
Stu-
owl is Lilith, Pen?
I was thinking whatever Lilith is, but owl not there. So probably a pretty
So
medium-sized
probably not,
owl.
because that's like a great horn owl.
Yeah.
those are pretty big. You might have, good pockets, but not that good.
Yeah. Okay. Shoulder it is. Shoulder and or head.
I'm not even sure shoulder's gonna work, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. This is,
Just
like,
just
you
go-
barely fit through this hallway, like, standing at full height.
Just to hold her with both arms, just cuddled.
Yeah, he'll do
Carry
that.
her.
Carry
her
her
safe.
like it's your baby.
Yeah.
She is your baby.
He's
Carry
gonna
her like
cradle her.
one.
Please
Take
just do
care of
not
her.
let her get hit in this tunnel is my, oof.
Yeah.
That would be extremely bad for all of us.
I think primarily Lilith, though.
Yeah.
And mostly Lilith, but also
We
Everyone
will all
nearby.
be upset.
It will be upsetting.
Yeah.
Protect her.
Like, Owl was not the best strategic choice, but definitely the cutest and best, so...
Yes. Because
That's
nobody
fair.
ever
would have
said
still had an
Pen
issue.
was based on strategy.
Pain is based on wonderful things.
So yeah, you enter the tunnel, and I guess now at this point, Rizlan had definitely come back out and was like waiting for you again, and comes in after you and closes the door. And you all begin heading down this set of stairs. It goes on for a good long time. Like he said, it would take half an hour or roughly an hour, depending. And you walk for a while. It's not all stairs. You don't go that far down. Like I'd say maybe 2 floors equivalent down, and then you just kind of walk forward. And eventually you get to the end of the hall where it opens into a room. And I guess let me get this room ready.
Ooh. I thought a small, gnat just flew by, but it was a bit of dust. And I successfully smacked it with my hand. Alright.
Nice.
Skills.
You win.
Whoa.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Zoom.
Hello. Hello.
Wait a
Enhance.
fucking minute.
Oh, it's that
Have we
fucker.
seen this one?
Yeah.
We've seen this one.
He's wearing a different shirt
Hold
now.
on.
Also,
Hold
big.
on. Also, holy shit. This is a fucking
Sure.
Guild Wars
It's
motherfucker.
just a char.
It's just oh. We mean that in the best of ways, Delta, but
He's very handsome.
Move
Push this
over,
one.
slut.
No. No.
Move over, Ruslan. Hold on, I have to make
No.
Lola very small.
please. And that icon still
Didn't
mostly
fucking
works.
prepare for Owl Lilith.
No! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's probably a little bit bigger. There we go.
I'm emotional.
So yeah,
just a little girl.
you enter in this room, and it is primarily made of like a sandstone sort of material. It was the whole hallway through, and this room almost seems like half forge, half training hall, half like armory. There's a lot of things happening in here. As you all sort of spill into this room, you can see to your left over here, there's like a small training area with 3 dummies standing there. To your right, there are like shields and armors like displayed on the wall. And not like only display, like they clearly seem to have some wear and tear to them. There's a large wardrobe here. This table in the back is covered with smithing tools and broken pieces of metal. And this is an actual forge in this corner with like a large tankard of water and a mat that's been worn to hell. And in the center of this room is a large circle comprised of bricks that have been inset on the floor, and you can see there is this large symbol that has been painted on them. And the real reason I asked earlier,
There it is.
would this have any significance to you? As your characters, it would, because this symbol is hanging in this the horns hail in tandem.
Mhm.
It is above the counter place, but yeah, it is the horned hails symbol. And there is a large chair kind of just in the middle of the room with a giant dragonborn sitting on it. And he seems to, like, neither of these people as you enter this room even vaguely acknowledge or notice you. They're kind of like arguing, and the dragonborn doesn't seem worried or concerned with what they're talking about at all. He's very casually like laying back in the seat and just kind of like calmly speaking, and they're both speaking in a language you don't understand. But
Is it at
This
least the
other
one that we've
person-
heard around?
yes,
Yeah.
I guess let me finish this before I'm describing it first. He is taller than Noah.
Oh.
Oh.
Like, he's not standing, and you can tell. He is also fucking jacked.
Uh huh.
Like,
Can't tell.
he's sitting here, I guess, manspreading?
Oh my god.
Like,
Sounds
leaning
right.
down in the chair, and his shirt is almost completely open. And you can just see his chest.
You're catering. You're
Stop
fucking
this.
pandering here.
And he's covered in scars and just very muscle bound. And he has a long tail that's kind of like draped over one of the armrests falling out of the chair. And on the, I guess, bridge of his nose, just kind of like smack center in the middle of his face, is a large scarred diamond. And this other person who a few of you recognize is a woman, by the way. You never talk to them or anything. It is a woman. She is also, she's not short by any means, and also quite muscled.
Sorry, I'm just 5 foot, 150-pound merit, 9 strength. He is the weakest link.
Yeah,
You're fucking. Hey, Delta. This is just blatant pandering.
Delta, please, my dick.
I can't handle it.
My dick.
My dick.
My dick.
But yeah, the woman is wearing like a very light shirt that's almost a little see-through. I'm not gonna lie.
Delta.
Oh, stop.
Delta, my dick.
And she's just wearing very like light, airy clothes. And she's not angry. Like neither of them are angry, but they're arguing. Like there's a tension to their talk, and Agora makes like neither of them even glances in your direction as you enter, and you don't like sneak in at all. You just kind of walk in, and they're just kind of like doing this back and forth. And Rizlan doesn't say anything for a few moments.
I just sort of is waiting more for Rizlan's cue, just sort of watching them and then looking at him and
Mhm.
watching them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's sort of the mood.
There is also a door directly behind him, Agora. That is, it's not like a swinging door. It's more of an archway, and you can see beyond it. There is a small sort of, I guess, common room looking area, and you can see like a small unlit fireplace, but there's torches around and a few tables, and it seems empty. And it's much smaller than the Hornhill back home.
Okay.
After like, hold on, let me take a drink actually.
Take a sip.
Take a fucking sip, babes.
As I say that, I start for my water bottle too, anyway.
After about like a minute or so, like of Rizlan waiting, he just walks right up. And the woman turns to him, and you can see like her kind of narrow her eyes a little, but she doesn't say anything to him. She just kind of stops speaking, and Agora looks up at this and sort of notices Rizlan, and then the rest of you, and then
And
turns his
waves.
back to Rizlan and like basically ignores her there. And Rizlan sort of gives him a nod with his and like raises his hand slightly and says, "Hello, Agora. It's been a while." And Agora doesn't say anything and just keeps staring at Rizlan. And then Rizlan's like, "He's really going to make me remove." He kind of like says this half to the woman, and then he reaches up and he takes his mask off.
Yes!
Facing away from us.
I mean, yeah,
Of
he's
course.
facing away.
Get out of here, Rizlan.
Fuck off, Rizlan.
Come here.
Get out of here,
Hello,
mask.
Rizlan.
Oh shit!
Oh.
See,
Hello, Rizlan.
I did wonder if that's the move he would pull, and sure enough, he has the power.
He removes his mask, and it kind of catches you, like, Reverend had told, I think at least Merritt, that he might remove his mask. But, like, it kind of catches you a little bit off guard, like, he just does it so willingly, and then,
Like, all of us
You
are
can-
like, exclamation points above our heads. Oh shit!
yeah. And you can kind of, he has turned away from you, but not entirely, like, he's not facing Agora head on. You can kind of see, like, a little bit of his face, and Reverence, you realize pretty much immediately that's not his face.
That's not the one you smooched.
But the rest of you see a very handsome-looking man with dark curly hair, just kind of spilling out of the hood, turn to Agora and give a big smile and say, "Are you happy now?" And Agora kind of just snickers and sort of sits up a little and should also mention he's not wearing shoes because his feet have like giant claws on them.
Oh yeah, that's just a given.
Yeah. And he sort of sits forward and puts his hands on his knees and leans forward towards Rizlan a little and smiles. And he says, "Hello, Rizlan. It's been a long time." And Rizlan just sort of nods to him and says, "Too long, old friend. Please tell me what is the pleasure I have of meeting you today." And
Things that's
he's too handsome. Rizlan's just kind of steps to the side and turns to all of you, and you get a good look at his face.
Merritt notices this sort of like reverence and then just sort of proceeds. He's
Reverence looks vaguely bemused. Like, oh, okay.
Merritt vaguely notices this, but doesn't, say
Forgot
anything,
you could do
but
that,
just-
buddy.
He has no context, or Merritt doesn't, so it's
Nah,
just
the
like,
rest of y'all
okay.
don't know shit.
It's like, okay, this is what's up. But
You poor motherfuckers. This is the first time you're seeing air quotes Rizlan's face.
This is Rizlan.
Yep.
Alright,
This
y'all
is it now.
fucking know.
That's him.
That's who he is.
That's him. That's the man. Face reveal finally. It only took a year.
Man, the myth, the legend.
That's him. Rizlan Dungle dragged.
Well, I mean, he hasn't.
God, it sure fucking is.
Oh,
I
shit,
look at that,
Rizlan Dungle
he
dragged.
has. He has a surname. It's right there, but no. Shh. Oh God.
Oh, shit,
Anyway,
there's-
Rizlan
him.
Dungle drags.
It's Rizlan's Dungle.
that's him with the mask. Okay. But
That's
Merritt
what it sure
steps
is.
forward. He's very politely sort of standing with like his hands behind his back, and nods in like a sort of bow, not quite a full bow, but goes hello.
Agora laughs.
It just sort of smiles nervously at that. We're newer recruits from the Tanum branch. Hi. And as Merritt says this, he
So
moves his hat.
formal.
Those faces even more visible, just to be sure.
Reverence just fucking goes, "You're a lot bigger than I expected."
I just imagine Noah's trying to stand taller while holding gently this owl.
Yeah.
Like a baby.
There's enough room for you to put her on her shoulder now. This room is big.
Okay.
But, yeah.
still probably gonna cradle her though.
Yeah.
Keep holding her like a baby. Baby needs love.
Agora looks at you, Merritt, and says, "I can tell that you are new. You all smell like it."
Reverence makes a face, but tries not to. So it's like this weird, half-contained grimace, as reverences want to do.
As reverences do. We're just sort of goes, well, that's fair. We're definitely not locals, at the very least. We're actually here more so on my behalf. I was looking for someone.
You have come to the right place. And he leans back in the chair slowly.
All right,
As I've heard.
the fucking man spread.
The spread never stopped.
I know it didn't, but
Oh.
it's there. Just
It's there.
Take away. I fucking heard it. I heard the dick out.
No, I'm like crying. Oh, God. Thank you, Jesus.
I'm still
And
fucking
also-
thrown off by this handsome Rizlan because it's not right and I don't like it.
It's upsetting.
It's a fucking creep.
At least
Not
he has
my
a
man.
decency
Who's man?
of a few.
Stop it.
No.
No.
At least he has scars. A few, not many.
I fucking hate this. This is not my boy.
He's so
Oh
handsome.
shit!
Whose man is this? Not my man.
This is
Mer-
not my man.
Merritt remembers that drunk night. He had seen that Rizlan's eyes were plain white before.
Yes.
Noted. Merritt's still not going to say anything about that.
Yeah.
Mind your business. But
Stay in your lane.
Merritt tries. I don't know that he succeeds, but anyway. But yeah, it's like I suppose more proper introductions should happen. My name is Merritt, and this is my little group. Nora, you good back there?
He's not gonna say a word. I'll tell you that.
Reverend
Nora's-
fucking squints at my little group.
Yeah.
We don't have
Nora's-
a leader.
Nora's gay knees are shaking.
Yes.
I mean, Merritt said my because he stepped forward. It's the collective.
Pen will remember this.
Reverend will remember this. She doesn't
He
like
has a
it.
reason. He's the one that's been talking.
Gonna usurp that leader. Wake up with a knife in your back, Merritt. Watch out.
Mm-hmm. 2 knives, bitch. One of
Jesus,
them pops.
fucking Julius Caesar fucking Merritt.
As this happens, Noah just kind of raises his hands, goes, "Hello, I'm Noah. Nice to meet you. I'm kind of here for the ride."
As you all,
And he looks over at Reverence.
yeah, Merritt's been looking at those who haven't already been named.
Nor's too
Reverend-
gay to say anything.
Reverend raises her eyebrows at the fucking look she's getting from Merritt and Noah and just kind of like, I'm Reverend. Hello.
And the smallest pin. Not the smallest, there's Lilith, but
She's not usually the smallest.
Pen waves and then says, "Hey, we've seen you before."
Reverend goes, this is Pen. That's Nor.
Nor
Pointing.
waves. Really nervously. God, he's sweating.
Rizlan, can you just do some calm emotions on Nor or no?
Dexter's on in the middle of this. No, he doesn't have one. Damn. Merritt goes over and
Yeah, he does.
gently
Yeah, he does.
pulls Nor. Did he buy one?
Yeah, he's got a phone.
I mean, he bought one on behalf of Geo.
Does Rizlan have a phone?
Yeah.
Rizlan's got a phone.
Yeah, Rizlan's got a phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if we realized.
He bought one for himself.
Okay.
Everybody got a fucking phone.
Everyone
Reverend
gets a phone.
does
Geo, Rizlan,
recognize that
the
it's a little
group.
bit rude to whip out your phone
But
and just text somebody you're in the same room as.
yeah. But Merritt goes over and pulls Nora a little closer. Not to the front line, quote unquote, but just closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steps up. I was looking for a scholar who seemed to have an interest here by the name of Alaron Brightwood.
In my guild.
Not in your guild, but somewhere within these cities. It's more looking for help in finding him.
Oh, so you are seeking a hiring.
Of a sort.
This I can arrange. And he slowly pulls himself to his feet. And you can see he's like He's like at least almost 8 feet, if not 8 feet.
I die.
You know, Reinhardt is kind of like
I lie
that.
down.
Shit. Hell. Reverence is really uncomfortable because this is too similar to her issues with big, scary beasts. He looks like a jar. And Reverence is scared of everything. And he's big. And she's uncomfortable. Oh, fucking hell, he's doing it.
No, he just stood up.
That's movement,
He's like
bitch.
a little over half foot taller than Noah.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's very tall.
And like 3 times as wide.
Yeah, he's built like
Yeah.
a shit brick house.
Shit, brick house.
Noah is not a shit brick house.
Pen, you pointed at Sarah,
I
right?
definitely did, yes.
Yeah. They kind of look at you and like squint a lot before just kind of like shrugging and shaking their head.
You know,
After-
with the game master, and there were some caves and like a dragon.
Oh my god, that was you? It was you! And he just
Some
she
of us were
kind of
there.
like points at all of you like she realizes. And
Yes, hi.
one,
Yeah.
If you're part of the guild, why weren't you there arresting him too?
I wasn't then.
Oh. We weren't either!
Mood.
She shrugs
Yeah.
again.
Though you were there at that, and you made your way all the way to here.
I get around. You
That's
do
fair.
too, it seems.
So does the guild. Fair enough. Interesting to see the familiar faces. That's what, 2 we found now beyond Team Red.
Weird, it's
All the
almost
same.
like the DM doesn't want to get rid of characters he drew.
No. That's not it. He's too
Yeah, it's
handsome.
really upsetting.
He's too handsome in this way.
upsetting.
I think, personally, my personal opinion is that he's very handsome normally.
Correct.
This is too much.
He looks like a more beautiful Ken doll. And it's frightening. He
Reverence
looks
roll intelligence for me.
Okay.
He has curls.
With how I've been rolling, I'm
Fears.
not hoping for much.
Hmm.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Cool.
It's always fun. Roll this. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Great.
Fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Agora kind of he watches you all intently as you speak, even like when it's not directly to him.
Mhm.
And when you're like, same hat, same hat.
Yeah.
When you get finished with that, he looks back to you, Merritt, and to Rizlan, and says, "So this Brightwood, what do you have any positions, any specifics? What do you want from him?"
Everyone in the room just fucking looks at Merritt.
He's a lost family connection. He's been missing for years, and I know not where. Him back alive would be nice, but some sort of indication of where he's gone, where he is. That's it.
I'm glad you specified alive.
Please,
Reverence
I'd rather
nods.
not make a fight of this.
We can arrange these things, I'm assuming, as a favor for a friend. And he looks at Rizlan. And Rizlan kind of just like gives him a shit-eating grin and gives him a shrug.
Man, I still love him even when he looks wrong.
He does the Reaper shrug.
Oh my god.
Don't say that. Benji's about to start trying to stab.
Look.
Don't you look me.
Let's not forget what you are in Siren's phone.
Fuck off.
remember.
Let's continue playing this game.
Anyway,
Yeah, Agora sort of just like snorts, and you can see like all the curls on his hair just like bounce up for a second as the wind pushes him. And he turns back to you, Merritt, and says, "We can do this. Please come in. Get out of the doorway."
Reverence stays standing exactly where she's at.
Merritt sort of starts to move, and as Reverence does not, he sort of gently like guides her.
Okay, I guess Reverence is moving.
He
Reverence allows
actually goes
herself to be
this
guided.
way.
Thank fuck.
I mean, it was about to be the other way, but then Merritt would have been like, no, over here, darling. Go to your
Please.
boyfriend. But yeah,
Reverence goes here and stops.
Agora's
Noah
not moved.
kind of like nestles Lilith into his left arm, and then he. Oh, okay. I was gonna say he puts his right arm around Nor and he trots off over.
But that's alright.
yeah. Please,
We can go with
we need to help these two for very different reasons. As he sort of circles around, Merritt sort of makes sure he's seen, goes to the common room, I assume.
Oh no, I just meant in this circle.
Okay. And
Get in a
Sort
fucking
of.
circle. I don't like that. That's ominous and weird. Nora, get in the circle.
It's the deal-making circle.
The circle where blood packs happen. Hell yeah.
I mean, it fucking
Merritt
looked like,
doesn't have
looked like-
anything
have you
left to
seen the
give.
painting on the ground?
Yeah.
He's already made one deal, he can't make another.
Rizlan kind of comes over here with you, Merritt, and then grabs you by the shoulders and pushes you forward.
Reverence snorts.
And he kind of pushes you back, Reverence.
She lets this happen.
Agora looks at you, Merritt, and just kind of give you a once-over before leaning in and like giving you a really good sniff.
Merritt has just been like, when he was pushed, he like started adjusting his vest, and then he stopped and he's holding onto his vest like, oh, I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You're that type of weirdo.
He gives you one good long sniff and then stands up and exhales, and like lightning cracks at the edge of his lips as he does this.
Dragonborn.
Oh, right.
They can.
He's not a char.
I forget, because he looks like a fucking char. He's got whisker zones and
These-
everything.
These don't exist in D&D. Well, I'm sure there's
They
some sort of
could.
homebrew somewhere, but
He's got hair and whisker zones. And a dog
Being
nose.
racist. There's many different types of Dragonborn.
This I know. but I can't help it, and it's gonna keep happening. I'm dumb as fuck, and I guess racist.
A little bit racist.
Back to fantasy racist. In any case. That's just happened.
After that, Agora looks at you again and says, "Tell me everything you can about this man."
Me, KR, the player, is like, man, I would like to just be like, here's this. Because me and Delta already know what Merritt knows. But I guess I need to actually specify. Word for word. Oh, God. It's been a long year.
Pull it up and read it.
I mean, whatever was written was a long time ago, but I didn't think about it. Granted, whatever I miss, Merritt has also had many years to forget bits and pieces. But, Merritt, sort of considers, and he's a very sort of serious scholar into magic. He, same blue eyes as me, very dark hair. It was, from what I remember, it was trimmed short. Glasses? He, from what little we learned on our own, he... I'm sorry, I just saw his... God, okay. Merritt continues. From what we learned, he did have family in Tanum, but it's very reasonable that he had come here. I do have one item of his. And he pulls out the glass pawn. Well, you saw one thing I have left. He...
Agora,
Hmm?
no, continue.
And like Merritt stops and goes, he could have been a little taller than me, but the last time I saw him was a long time ago. He's hardly grown, if that. And
Yeah.
Merritt sort of stops there.
Agora, very carefully takes the. Oh shit! It's 1 a.m. for the second time today. He
Oh,
takes the
yep.
the glass from the glass pawn from you, and like holds it very gently between his claws and like looks at
It's
it.
so small.
It's very small in his hand.
My dick.
God, it's a mood.
And after a moment, carefully hands it back to you and says, "How long has he been gone?"
I haven't kept track of how many years, but a small child, and that was sometime ago. Years, easily. Decade or more.
A decade.
Or more.
And he's like just throws his head back and starts laughing. He doesn't stop like in a reasonable like he starts just laughing.
The longer he laughs, the more Merritt deflates.
Vernix is frowning.
After like a good minute of laughter,
At like the halfway point, Merritt just looks at Ruslan briefly and then looks back.
Ruslan gives you 2 thumbs up and a big grin.
Merritt just deflates more at that, like his shoulders just fall. Just
After Agora stops laughing, he sort of like tries to straighten up a little and like tugs on his shirt to straighten it up and clears his throat a little and says, "And Margaret couldn't find this man."
the one's lead we went to was Minalta, and it's gone now.
Yes, I've heard.
And its sister city, which, if the Brightwoods as a family were, they very likely would have been there, and have no doubt Margrave would if I really insisted upon it. But I didn't have a lead in Tenum until now. And we're already here, so.
Tell me, little man, did she send you to me? This is just for my own personal enjoyment, not on you, on Margaret.
Tell me, little man. Little man.
Little
No.
man.
Please.
Merritt sort of considers and goes, no. The one person we found within Malta that knew of the name Brightwood said that he had an interest in Sekoh.
This is fine. We will find your man. Don't. I poke at I poke at Margaret, but we are good friends. This is more. Perhaps I was wondering if she was getting old in age. And he sort of strokes his chin a little and looks absent-minded and like away from all of you for one. Like this is the first second he's not making eye contact with you that you've started speaking. Very well. And turns back to you after a while and says, "Ooh, you are members of the guild, yes.
That we are.
You are welcome to stay here, of course. Are you intending on coming with to search for your familiar connection?"
Right. It sort of considers because at least time. If it takes long enough, we may return to Tanum. If you continue searching, I may be more so inclined to pay instead of going on Rizlan's favor.
Oh
But-
no, I've owed my life to Rizlan several times. This is nothing.
Oh,
At the very
Still.
least, Margaret.
still, this is my issue, not theirs.
Reverence is just like, Merritt, when somebody tells you you don't have to give them money, you don't give them money. Don't argue it.
He's a fae. It's dead.
Oh no. As you say, like, it's my issue. He like holds up a hand to your face, and it basically blocks out your entire face from his view. And he says,
Mine. Anyway, no. Please.
he says, no. If this gets a favor off of me from, and this is all it is, this is easy.
Is
love
his
this
hand
man.
still up?
He puts it down.
Okay. As he does, Merritt goes, well, I have a great amount of faith in your abilities. I can't give any confirmation that he remains on the continent, so
We will do our best with what we have.
Merritt nods.
And he turns to the woman and says, he speaks in the foreign language again, and she speaks back for a moment and kind of frowns at him, and he just kind of like shoos her off and turns away before she can protest anymore, and she's like, God fucking damn it, and she just walks back to the other common room and disappears.
Fucking hate when he does that.
And he turns back to all of you and says, again, please feel free to stay, or we will most likely not be moving towards this favor until the morning. I must assess who I can send.
Of course. Though, if we stay... Maris sort of looks at Noah and consequently Lilith, pointing at Lilith, goes, the owl is actually an owl bear. We've had issues before of having to fit her in a room. I feel that should at least have a fair warning should we stay or not.
An owl bear? This far? And he starts walking
Yes.
towards her.
Oh shit!
Oh god, fucking.
He just kind of like steps over her
Oh my god.
I thought everybody
Pen's
spent
just
out-
standing there. Doesn't
Pen is
move.
just like, oh shit. Queen has to look up.
Fred has to crane their fucking neck up.
Yeah.
Noah looks up at him and he goes, "Why, hello."
Okay.
Hello. An owl bear, you say?
He
he kind
holds
of
up
like-
Lilith.
He
He's
kind of
still
like
looking sad.
he very like gently puts his hand out to Lilith, like when you're trying to get a cat to smell you.
Yeah.
And I imagine Lilith is not pleased with this, given the situation she's currently in, and probably tries to bite him.
No!
No.
And she just kind of like puts her mouth on his hand, and he just laughs.
Oh. As Merritt saw her try to go for the bite, he tried to chirp back. No, don't. Oh. This is not affecting
Now
this
Merritt's
man.
just chirping.
Well, he
Sorry.
chirped like a
What
little
an
bit.
impression we make.
This is not her normal state. Pen made her a regular owl so she could fit into the tunnel.
I understand.
But, Pen, how long is this going to last? Kind of looks over at Pen.
Not very much longer.
Ah. Well, you shall see her in all of her glory in approximately not very much longer.
Pen nods.
Pin can also just, like, dispel it, can't they?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
probably. Actually,
Goran.
no, I don't think it's concentration, so.
Well, maybe not concentration, but I don't know. It depends on the rules of dispelling your own spell. Anyway.
Agora grins and like carefully removes his finger from Lilith's tiny beak and says, I can't wait. Sort of steps back a little so he's not all up in everyone's shit.
Reverend stays where she's moved.
Huddled behind Rizlan. Gently.
Pretty much. That man started taking big giant steps and she was like, oh, fuck. Fight or flight, bitch.
It's like Godzilla walking towards you. Oh fuck!
Oh, the answer was flight.
No fight, please, no fight!
No
No
fight.
fight, please. You can crush me with fucking breathing too hard near me.
It's a mood.
And technically true, because dragon's breath, but
Siren's dick is out, but Reverend's dick is like inverted.
oh no. Yeah.
That goes for this weird fake Rizlan too. Except for the siren part. No dicks are out.
God, he's so weirdly handsome.
It's so weird.
I hate it with every part of me. This is he's handsome in an ugly way.
My favorite thing is, I think we would have a very different opinion if we hadn't seen his real face beforehand.
Yeah.
We would have just been like,
Yeah.
holy shit!
No, I know this isn't my fucking man, and I hate it because the real man
Is trapped in
Is-
your phone.
I was looking at him earlier and then looking back at this man and looking at the man on my phone, and I was supremely displeased because the man on my phone is much more attractive.
Oh my god.
I'm so uncomfortable.
I want to punch his face.
Okay, so we found a Rizlan face that invokes more emotion than the mask.
The
We've done
difference between an incel and a chat.
No!
Shut the fuck up immediately.
I'm punching you in the face.
Jeff, please go to Delta's room and fucking uppercut him.
Please.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Oh my god.
I'm
That's
waiting.
gonna anyways us, but no, we have to wait for this. Sorry, Delta. We love you, but at what cost?
I mean, that's just how it goes in this bitch of a world. Just knocked on my door to come punch me.
That's cute.
Okay. My face is right here. Thanks.
Did you get punched?
Kind of. It was like a pat.
Oh,
Yeah. That sounds
Yes.
about right.
Ah, you punched me! Oh no! Bye! Just got really upset because I said it was a pat.
Good times.
Good times, got punched.
Hello, I'm back.
Jess.
Thanks, Jess.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jess.
Thanks for this interactive D&D experience.
I guess.
God. Okay, so
Yeah,
where do we go?
after
Navigate this one.
the small exchange with Lilith,
Smalleth.
Small Lilith exchange.
Agora nods and says, "There is... It may be tight, but there is enough room for your bird creature."
Which one would have fucking put it?
Noah nods with a grin.
I apologize for not having more open spaces for her.
No, it's fine. As long as she doesn't crush everything in her path as soon as she comes back, we're good.
Things tend to be a bit more sturdy around here.
Yes.
My dick.
Like my dick.
Well,
No.
alright.
Does not say that. That's not been said. Shut your fucking horny mouth.
I wish he would say that.
I've been
Oh my
horny
God.
on Maine.
Me and Jess out here about to die. Me and Jess forcibly removed from the horned hail.
The horny
Not
hail.
your characters. You. You are.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just thinking about pure, very scared Lilith puffing up. Anyway.
God bless.
Agora goes, "The rooms are through those doors. I would be careful they are unoccupied. We do not have as much space as where you are from, I believe. It has been a while since I've been to Dagzai."
Alright. Just sort of knock first. Alright. Thank you. And weird sort of.
I do not
shrugs.
believe one more thing.
Hmm?
I've been quite rude. I don't believe I've introduced myself. We just sort of began dealing.
We
Well,
knew who you were.
Do you?
Reverence nods.
Guildmaster Zagora, right?
Yes, my name is Agora and Ace of Diamonds.
Interesting
I don't
title.
fucking know what that part means.
No.
Well,
At least it's still just audio by this point.
yeah.
Reverend's voice, I like your fucking cool scar. High
Does
five.
she actually?
No,
Absolutely the fuck not.
of course not. She's terrified of this man.
But I mean, Merritt did say an interesting title. But the diamonds.
Oh, you have not heard from Margaret.
I think Margaret tells us
Not a fa-
things.
Where do you think she got her last name?
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Reverend's goes.
Oh, worm?
Merritt sort of like looks forward and then has this moment of realization. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Is it just a theme among the guildmasters then?
You can say that, yes.
I mean, there's only 4.
Perhaps.
Just a really loud chicken noise
Fair enough.
from my kitchen.
Chicken noise.
Cock?
You never heard a fucking chicken before?
Macaque?
I mean, no, it was a baby
Buck,
one.
Buck buck?
Sure, sure.
No, it was a cheap.
Scream?
Yeah.
Why is there a live chicken in your kitchen?
It's not my kitchen. It's like the adjacent area. It's where my lizard's cage was, and now there's a chicken in there.
Oh, just sort of
Ah.
hanging out.
I mean,
That
it's a
saw the
baby.
dawn.
And it's cold outside.
Oh,
No.
that's fair. But yeah, so here sort of nods, accepting the name proper. Faye. But here goes, well, glad you have welcomed us proper in a form, Agora.
Of course.
Sort of nod, bow.
Once you are a member of the Horntail, we are all at home.
Cute.
That one's actually cute.
I meant it.
Yeah.
Sincere that time.
Merritt slightly smiles, nods, and goes, right. So, onwards. Remember to knock. Got it. And Merritt turns back and starts to find the rooms.
Mm-hmm. Do you all start going?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
fucking guess.
Rizlan does not go.
Okay.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
See you later, loser.
My freak? Where's my lunch money?
I'm sorry, but just the way Pin's icon went over, I was just imagining them parkouring up the thing and then.
You know it.
Oh, I guess Reverend's icon should move, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
I was looking elsewhere.
the sentiment is still there that we all go, but.
Yeah, baby.
Oh. Oh. Oh my god! The video! Okay. That was very good.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you all leave, Merritt sort of gives you a wave and says
Hmm?
pretty quickly, "I'll stay behind.
There we go.
Go on ahead."
Rizlan, you mean?
Rizlan.
What did I say? Did I say Merritt?
Merritt.
Oh, that's rough. Yeah, I meant Rizlan.
What do I do?
It's Merritt. Merritt just, I'm Merritt now, I guess.
Rizlan takes off mask. It's just
Rough.
Merritt.
Rizlan takes off the mask and Merritt's inside.
No.
What's scary is I'm pretty sure he could do that.
Well, yeah, he absolutely can.
He can be any of you.
Yeah,
It's a good time.
Intriguing.
I guess. Oh man.
So yeah, you all leave. Rizlan stays behind, and Reverence and Noah, you pick up as you sort of get out that
Hey, pass
you can hear them begin to speak, but it's again in a language you don't understand.
Okay.
So this small common room that you enter very quickly, it's not like by any means a hall. Like this room out here with Agora is much larger. Like that's sort of, I want to say like roughly a bedroom size. Like it's not large. There's only 2 tables fit inside of here, and there's a fireplace, but it's unlit. I think I said that earlier. But on the left and right walls, there's 2 hallways that sort of lead back into a series of doors that you gather are probably rooms.
Time to start fucking knocking, I guess.
It's time. Knock, knock.
Did you say there was like a central area with like the fireplace and everything?
Yeah. There's a small, like bedroom-sized central area with 2 tables and a unlit fireplace.
Okay.
That's what's directly through the door behind Agora.
All right.
Now
And
we
he's
find
gonna try to
the
search
holes.
for a room. Yeah.
Yeah, you go around knocking, and it doesn't take long to find a room, but most of them actually are empty. You don't get responses from them, but some of them are locked.
Okay. And Merritt, at least, like, even as he goes into a open room, he makes sure there's no one's stuff that
Yeah.
indicates, hey, I was here. Ah, yes, our good old friend. The train.
What's up, you bastard? Is he gonna beep again? Sounds like he's just going. Not less of a bastard. But yeah, you find rooms pretty quickly. They're all single beds, so you all have to disperse. And Lilith transforms back into her very large self inside the room, I imagine.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
It's the same situation where like Lilith can fit through a door, but it's kind of like a squeeze.
Yeah.
So like she's okay in the room and she'll be okay getting out. But it's still like to get out of this
Yeah.
place, she'll still need to be a little baby owl.
I mean, she'll have to be also to, actually go out in town
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
instead of being cave goblins. How the turntables now we. God, anyway. Yeah, so.
God, she's gonna be so upset when she has to do it again.
It's fine. She's a dumb little owl right now, and she doesn't need to know that this is ever gonna happen again.
I'll just try to. Just owl chirps between Lilith and Merritt, where it's like, it'll just be for a little bit. Do you see this? You can't fit through here normally. Just hang on, just a little bit. Just be held.
Yeah, she's like real stupid this whole time too. In case you wanted to know. 2 intelligence. It's real good.
Ooh.
Don't they keep their intelligence?
No, not in polymorph.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
Mhm.
She's very dumb. So
Merit would
yeah,
still try to talk to her to calm her, but ooh, that'll be fun. I mean, just 8
I
points of
mean,
difference.
she's not exactly smart to begin with.
Yeah.
She has 4 intelligence normally.
not a huge difference, but also that's half her intelligence. So for
Yeah.
her, it's a huge difference.
For her, it's a huge difference.
But for you, it's kind of just like, oh, now you look a little dumber. Sometimes you act like a baby a little bit. So yeah, I imagine it's probably not super pleasant for most of you sleeping in these rooms. You're underground, so there's no windows, and it's basically just kind of concrete walls made of sand.
Reverence has to actively not think about the fact that she is underground in a concrete room
Yeah.
Merit
with
kinda
no
has
windows
to.
and
I mean,
no contact with other people.
in fairness, the rooms at our Horntail are also underground, but
Yeah.
it's
But
we're
it's
surrounded
clo-
by
it's-
wood.
It's closer. It's
It's a
Still,
friend.
she asked Merit if
Yeah.
she can share a room with him.
Okay.
She's like,
Merit
I'll
asked.
sleep on the fucking floor. I don't.
Well, you don't have to. Although it would be squeeze. It doesn't matter either way.
She
If you
fucking
really insisted on it.
steals a pillow and blankets from another room and throws them in the room that Merit's in, and makes it happen.
Mm.
I really want them to make a pillow fort, but neither of them have ever made a pillow fort.
They don't know what the fuck that is.
I'm so sad. Because if she sleeps on the floor, it's like, you can either take the bed or I will join you, because you're my friend. I can't deal with this. But yeah, so team virtue.
Yeah.
Goodness, we rest.
So everyone gets a night's sleep, and I think we're gonna leave it off there because I'm getting sleepy.
I'm
yeah,
rather sleepy.
yeah, that 1:30 is fake as hell.
That
It's
one's
it's
Yeah,
2:30.
very fake.
super fake.
It's
Fake
2.
bitch.
To our
I hate-
bodies, it's 2, so it's time to
I
go.
hate times of changes.
There's no
Yeah.
point to them anymore.
It's very dumb.
They're so
It's
stupid.
very stupid.
They're stupid and they make my internal clock angry. And my internal clock is always already angry. 'Cause I'm dumb as
God, I
hell.
hate this Ruslan. Please take him away.
Please, yeah, take him away.
At least we have
Please,
this.
get rid of him.
No.
At least we have this. Behind the
Oh,
grid,
where?
Ruslan. Oh, he's here.
There he is.
Oh, he's
I just
Okay.
saw Pin zoom.
Like, just zoom
Yeah.
in and out. Just
Try and cover him,
quick
but you
dip.
can't. He's too strong.
I'm fucking. Hold on.
Do you
Hold
think
on
this will
now.
stop me?
I hope it will. I hate this.
Fuck you! You can't. You can't.
Oh, he's gone!
He's gone!
Success!
God, that was like a glitch. That was so good.
That was really good in the end.
We're all just
Boy.
fucking desperately trying to get.
No.
No!
Ah,
He cannot be
No.
contained. Quickly, put up a fog of war.
Get rid of the whole fucking.
All right, you have to stop doing this because it will crash.
Yeah. This is our. This
I
is
can't
literally-
select these anymore.
I don't know how this one got over here, but I can't pick it up. There we go.
There, they're all gone.
I still have a very tiny boy.
Safety.
No more of this.
We just have to accept
Don't bring him back.
this
I'm
off-brand.
gonna bring
skill
him back.
No, I don't want
Send
He's
him.
here.
He's so upsetting.
so upsetting.
fucking off-brand Sean Gilmore.
Put like a bar on him.
Just fucking hold on. Just God. Fucking. There.
He just wants to be
No.
accepted.
Too bad for him.
I still love him very dearly, but it's
no.
unsettling.
This ploy to be accepted is backfiring rapidly
I'm
among
sorry,
the
you
one
made
person
him
who.
No, it's fine.
you
I
made
didn't make him
so
that way.
punchable.
Oh, that's too big.
Just a slightly increasing size. No.
I mean, yeah, that's the next one up is too big, so this is what we get.
So yeah, how you guys like Agora?
It's pretty
Uh-huh.
good.
He's real
Mhm.
good.
He's alright.
I'm not a scaling, but I'm also not a coward Brightwood over here, dying.
I'm a scaly. I don't fucking. Whatever.
He's alright.
I didn't realize he was a dragonborn at first. I thought he was. I
A char.
literally looked at him and thought chars, and I was still like, uh huh. So
Mhm.
like, I'm a furry too, I guess. And that's just where I'm at in life.
I saw the resemblance of Char, but my brain was like, oh right, Dragonborn.
But no, my brain was like,
Char.
sexy lion dude, like on the tumblers sometimes.
Yeah.
You know the one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do I?
Maybe.
What kind of Guild War 2 blogs do you follow exactly?
Are you asking
Do
for
you?
references?
I mean, are you? Listen, you know the fucking in Zootopia, the hot tigers
No,
or
no.
whatever?
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah, see? Just gets it. Just gets it.
Oh, God,
Thank
I
you,
wish
Jess,
I did.
for having my back in this economy.
This trying time.